I've struggled with addiction since I was 18, and I'm now 39, and in that I had 12 and a half years of sobriety and then ended up falling back into addiction and have struggled for the last 5 years with that, with clean time here and there. But as of today, I have 15 months sobriety. It came last summer when I found out I was pregnant with my 5th child, and I was a client here at Addiction Services and was referred to Heart Space. And with the help of my counselor, I entered into certain programs, and it wasn't until they focused on the mental health piece, which is ultimately I discovered, which kept taking me back out into addiction. So I've been addressing that situation regularly, weekly, with therapy and non-medicated, and it's been going well. I've connected myself with Canadian Mental Health, a family therapist, individual therapist, and with the support of the people in the community, I have been able to maintain my sobriety. Since 2008, a detrimental, life-changing experience happened, and I ended up losing custody of my kids. And every time I would get close to that mark of having the kids returned, or on that road, I would end up sabotaging my own recovery. I had to take responsibility for it, and walking through these doors, the biggest piece was being honest with myself. I could fool other people, I could lie to other people, but ultimately lying to myself is the biggest problem I had, trying to mislead, and it was ultimately sitting in the counselor's room and having to get honest about absolutely everything to be able to maintain my sobriety and get into a solid recovery plan in respects to the fact that I was pregnant once again with my 5th child. Today, I am absolutely ecstatic with the accomplishments I've made in such a short time. A year ago, I signed over Crown Wardship, and today I am having custody returned to me. I now have 3 of my 5 children residing with me. A year ago, I had none. So my biggest go-getter was my children. Even through addiction, I've been honest with them, and they have been right by my side. They accept me for who I am. And the biggest piece is honesty with them as well. So I have 2 other children to yet bring home, and that is my goal, is to keep focusing on myself, my recovery, my therapeutic piece, my mental health piece, and I've also involved the children in family counseling in regards to this. Today, I can honestly stand here and say I'm a proud parent, mother, sister, daughter, friend, and ultimately I'm the standing light at the end of the tunnel for others to look at and say it can be done.